Hello, my name is Michael Risk. Welcome to Expanding Capacity. Today, we're going to focus on the activity of stepping and very specifically the neck's role in stepping, which is hardly ever considered because the neck is so far away from the drivers of stepping, which are the feet. So it's not even a thought, but it plays a humongous role. So I want to try to help you understand that a little bit better today. And then from here, excuse me, get my bago clothes out of the way. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to start with a posture scan, and then we're going to follow that up with a quick litmus test in stepping. Just let's see the quality of our stepping. We'll do something in our neck, then we'll circle back and see how our efforts, if they paid off or not, if they were worthwhile. So let's get our feet just about hip width apart, arms relaxed, eyes closed, and just check in with the position of your shoulders. Are they more rounded, neutral, or chest out? I'm probably more toward the chest out position, like somewhere between neutral and chest out. All right, and then we'll recheck that again at the end. All right, so first thing we want to do is let's start with our litmus test. So the best place for you to do this is at the bottom of your staircase on the first step. Okay, so this way there's, if by chance you fell, you're not going to go real far, but do make sure that you're holding on with both hands at all times. And so we're going to start with our left foot stepping. And when we do this, this is the assessing the quality of our right leg's capacity. Okay, so when we step down, the right leg is providing the support when the left foot's moving. All right, and then we're just going to compare that to the other side for 5. And then we want to alternate sides. So we go 5, 5, 4, 4. And you want to just get a sense, which leg is the better supporter? Which side feels easier when you're weight bearing on it? Excuse me, I've just got to blow my nose quickly here. Probably the worst allergy season I've ever had. All right, let's get to it. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to change the plane of motion. So the left foot's going to step down and back, or down and away. Okay, so the left foot steps away. All right, so down and away. Now the right foot, we're bringing weight to the inside of the right foot as we step down with the left. We just want to see how well is the right leg controlling that movement. Then we switch that over, right foot stepping down and away to the right. And then we can alternate sides. So really interesting, in the beginning of this series, when my right leg was providing support, it was worse for all of them. But now it's actually feeling better in this plane of motion. Pretty cool to see, actually. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to switch that over into the last plane of motion. So we're going to step with the left foot. We're going to open up, just rotate like so. So we go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and now we're going to alternate. And interestingly here, I'd say my right foot is feeling almost equal to my left. In the beginning of the week, it was very, very difficult on this, when the right foot had to be the supporting leg. All right. Okay, so now we've got our litmus test. Now we're going to focus on the neck's role. The easiest way to think about it is the neck is always bending toward the step. Okay, so if we're going to be stepping down, right, or back or off the step, so the whole body's moving in that direction. So the head, relatively speaking, is moving toward the step in order to maintain equilibrium. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some manual work. So we're going to start with the stepping back. It's going to have you take your hand and you're going to grip it on the back of your head just like this. And then it's just going to be a real gentle lifting up of the back of the head and a little bit of a chin tuck. Okay, this does not have to be aggressive. All right, so let's give this a try. So we're going to go both feet up. I want you to hold on with your left hand, grab the back of your head with your right hand, and we're going to step down with our left foot 10 times. Okay, so we're going to go for 10. Let me just show this from the side. 9, 8, 7, 6. Left hand holding, left leg stepping. Does not have to be aggressive here. Let's call that 8, 9. I'm going to hold that. Ready? Now I'm just going to pulse. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we're going to switch that over. The left hand's going to grab the back of the head. Right hand's going to be holding. That's probably onto your handrail. And your right leg's going to be stepping. So just like so. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I feel a lot more stiffness here. 4, 3, 2. I'm going to hold that. Ready? And pulse. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now what we're going to do is we're going to change the direction in this plane of motion. So we're going to come back to holding with the left hand. Now the right hand, let me just give you a close-up here. Just going to put my hand just like that. I'm going to drop my chin right into between my fingers. I'm going to be lifting like so, just like that. Okay, so left hand holding, right hand on the chin. My left leg's going to be stepping back. So ready? It's going to be 10, 9. If you get any pinching in the back of your neck, just don't go as high. And it's more important that you do try to lift rather than just fall back with your head. 9. Let's hold. Okay, so ready, we're going to pulse. 9. So as the heel is dropping down, the chin's lifting up. This is actually stimulating the abdomen, creating fantastic core strength as it relates to stair climbing. 9 and 10. Okay, so now let's switch that over. So now we're going to make the same position with the left hand. Get the chin in there. Hold on with the right leg stepping. Okay, so you ready? We go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Ready? We're going to hold this. Okay, you're going to let the heel pulse down as the chin lifts up. I'm feeling a great stretch through my abdomen. Core length is creating core strength. 8, 9, 10. Okay. That's the first plane of motion. Now we want to go into the other planes of motion. So what we're going to do here now is the hand you're going to go open palm. It's going to go somewhere on the temple, and you're just going to be gently steering your head toward the step as you move away from it. Okay. So we're going to go back onto the step. You're going to hold on with your right hand. Your left hand's going to go on the side of your head. Right? And then what you're going to do is you're going to step. I'll show you the move first. You're just going to step down and away. Right? And then you're just going to give your head just a gentle nudge back toward the step. All right? Or toward the holding hand, however you want to think about it. So in essence, my foot's stepping to the left. So I'm just giving my head a little bend to the right. You're probably noticing some great lengthening going on the left side of your core. And just important to remember, whatever's lengthening is what's strengthening. Okay, hold. Okay, so now we're going to pulse. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's switch that over. Left hand's going to be holding, right hand on the side of the head. You're going to step your right foot down and away for 10, 9, 8. I feel a lot more resistance on this side. This does not have to be forceful. You know, the hand just giving a little nudge. A couple more here. 9, 10. Now it's helpful if the heel's a little off the ground, and then as the heel lowers down, we just give a little push on the head. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go in the other direction of this plane of motion. So I'll just give you a quick demo. The left foot is going to be stepping across the body to the right. So left foot's going to step across the body to the right. So the head's going to push back to the left. Okay, so this is going to be left hand holding, left foot stepping, right? Right hand on the side of the head, gentle bend back toward the middle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more here. 10. Hold. Ready? We're going to pulse. 9, 8. Getting really good lengthening through the right side of my core. This is not forceful. I'm just going to the edge of where I feel some resistance, and I just back off. Okay. But have to remember, it's the repetition and the time under tension that creates the transformation within the body. It's not about forcing it in a session. It's not about intensity. It's more about consistency and repetition. Okay, so let's go. Let's make sure we get this all right. So we're going to be holding with our right hand. Our right foot's going to step across the body to the left. All right. Left hand goes on the side of the head. And we're just going to give the head a nudge back to the right as we step across the body with the right. Just like so. Okay, so let's go for 10. 10, 9. And you're trying to get that little bit of coordination where as the foot reaches down, you've just reached the top of the movement with the elbow. And as you give the head just a little nudge toward the step, you just give a little lift on the elbow. You're going to get maximal lengthening. And then, of course, maximal strengthening. Let's call this 10. Ready? We're going to hold. Okay, ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So, excuse me. Now we're going to go into the last plane of motion. I have not had anything to drink this morning. The last plane of motion is rotational. Okay. Same setup. What we're going to do here is we're more just going to push the, we're going to have our hand on our cheekbone, right? And it's so not necessarily on the side of the head, but more cheekbone. And we're just going to twist it toward the step. You'll know what that means in just a sec. Okay, so we're going to go left foot is going to be stepping off the step, right? Right hand's holding. Left hand goes on the left side cheekbone, right? So as my foot opens up to the left, my left hand just giving my head a little bit of a nudge back to the right. Okay, so in the opposite direction. So ready? Let's go for 10, 9, take your time, 8, 7. You do not need to be forceful with your hand, with the pushing. You're going to feel your head most likely want to follow your foot. So your head's going to try to turn to the left to follow the foot, but your hand's just going to give it some resistance. And so you just want to meet that resistance, not force it. This should not feel strenuous. 9, ready? Let's hold. Okay, now we're going to pulse. 9, 8, 7. So I'm just allowing my lower body to rotate further to the left as I create resistance with my hand holding my head back. 9, 10. Okay, let's switch that over to the other side. We're going to go left hand holding. We're going to go right hand on the right side cheekbone. The right foot's going to step off the step. And we just hold the head back gently. Just like so. Let's go 5 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold, ready? We're going to pulse. 9. So the legs are rotating further to the right as I'm keeping my head held back. 1. Okay. Now let's get into that the other side of this plane of motion, and we'll be done. So what we're going to do, same positioning with the hand, by the way. You're going to take your left foot And instead of toeing out, opening up, we're going to toe in and cross in the other direction. Okay, so just like that. So if you think about it, the lower body is moving to the right, right? So we're going to have our head go to the left. Okay, so ready? It's going to look just like this right here. All right, so just do the movement. Your lower body's going to the right. Your head wants to follow. You're just holding it back. Eight, 9, hold. Okay, ready? Pulse. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's switch that over. So last one here, you're going to go left hand on the cheekbone, right hand holding. The right foot is going to step toe in across the body. Just resist the head from moving in the same direction. 8, 7. You know, you might look at something like this and be like, where does he come up with this stuff? But it's just really all about understanding the mechanics of the movement and the demands that are placed on the body. 9, let's call that 10, ready right here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Okay, I'm sweating good on this one. It's just all about understanding the mechanics and what's happening in the body, and then trying to accentuate those movements. Okay, so there's kind of no magic to it. It's not about being super creative. It's just understanding what the body needs in order to be successful and then creating that environment. So what we're going to do here now is we're going to go back to our litmus tests. So go hands holding, left foot stepping back. We go for 5, 4, 3. This is just a night and day difference to me. 1, let's switch that over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My right leg steady feels better than my left leg. So let's just switch the plane of motion now. We're going to go left foot stepping down and away. So again, the quality of this movement, we're assessing the right leg's capacity. Okay, and let's go to the other side. Yeah, incredible. Honestly, at the beginning of the week, my right leg was the steady leg, it was so much more limited. Okay, it's really balanced out. So now we're going to go left leg stepping through rotation. 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's finish with our posture scan. Feet about hip width. Arms nice and relaxed. Check the shoulders. I'm in a super chest out position now. So I went from like neutral chest out to really chest out now. That feels great. I got a good sweat. I'm ready for my day. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate your time and your attention. The most important thing to remember, as always, is when you sense imbalances, it is the root cause of stiffness, pain, and discomfort. You don't need to go chase your symptoms. You don't need to throw labels onto them. You just need to balance the imbalances. Let's get to the simple side of this. Movement's complex. If we can make it easy and start moving and feeling better, life is good. All right, make it a wonderful day. Talk to you soon. Cheers.